An absolutely massive Nintendo leak just happened, and we talk about this Five Nights at Freddy leak in Smash. Block content. What's happening, my block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. And we have today packed with a whole lot of crazy stuff that a lot of people never actually thought would legitimately leak. And this is one of those huge, like, nostalgia leaks about games that we feel a lot of nostalgia for. And finally, some beta content has been found. This is incredible. And also, we get to talk more about this DLC fighter leak for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. An anonymous user actually sent me an image, and we get to break it down in all its glory. Yes, it's going to be really interesting to find out who fighter number 77 is. You know, is there any truth to actually 7 coinciding with Gino, or is it just going to be someone completely different? Is it going to be a third-party character, or are we looking at a pass of just first-party characters? Well, we at least get to break down this leak of today and kind of get to talk about everything that we could be expecting in some sort of August Nintendo Direct as well. I mean, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on here, but especially the huge Nintendo leak. I really want to talk about that because that is just never happened in the history before. I mean, something on this scale. We've seen a few things like this before this past year, but now what has happened with sprite sheets and like prototypes and everything, we've never seen anything quite like this in this scale. So get to talk all about that. And of course, I've been answering many of you guys' questions about Smash Bros. Ultimate and new fighters in our show Question Blocked, where I answer your questions. What do I think of your favorite game? How do you start making YouTube content? Well, whatever you can think of, send your questions through to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I will answer your question live on the show in our next Question Blocked episode. And here is a giveaway. You can win 4 Super Mario surprise capsules from Tomy. There's a little Mario character inside there, and all you have to do to win all 4 of these is comment down below why you should have one of them, then subscribe to this channel, so hit that big subscribe button, and of course, like this video, press the thumbs up. So thank you, and I'll see you guys around the giveaway time. All right, guys, let's head into the main topic of today. First off, I wanted to talk about this Five Nights at Freddy's thing. So Freddy, there is an actual leak that has been sent my way. Now, to kind of protect the anonymous source, I won't shed too many details about this, but of course, yes, this is something that I've received in my inbox. Now, you can already tell it's very simple to just send me some kind of fake leak. A lot of people have been doing this, and the only reason why I'm breaking this down is because a lot of people, you know, are very excited for this franchise to potentially come to Smash Brothers, and of course also because it has an image attached to it, and some people are just sending me text leaks. You know, I can't really provide any commentary on that if it's just sent directly to me and it's not out there in the open. You know, it would kind of feel strange, but something with an image like this, I really want to talk about, because there's a lot of you guys out there that are super excited about something like this coming to Smash Brothers, and I just want to start a dialogue about the character, but also, is this leak real or is this leak fake? Well, this person actually says, "Hello, I would like to speak to you about a leak I've gotten from a trusted source. I'm using a fake account because I want to stay anonymous about this, but let's just say that I am well known in the scene." So potentially saying that this is a leaker that I should already be knowing, right? This could be a leaker like Fat Man on Ice, or, you know, Asabi or someone like that, or this could just be someone kind of screwing around, right? This could just be completely fake, and that is actually pretty likely the case here. I mean, I don't, you know, stand on ceremony here. I don't want to say like this could definitely be real. I don't think that this franchise will be coming to Smash Bros. I'll explain that too. Well, the person says, "A source sent me this image, and while fishy on its own, confirmed that they would try to get screenshots of gameplay soon. As it isn't their field, it may take some time for them to get the gameplay." But then goes on to say, "Although I proved it, and yes, well, the Freddy render and model seem original. He checked it." That is really interesting. So he says, "Enjoy the content, keep people updated." That's really interesting. So I wanted to break down just simply these thoughts of like, well, this isn't their forte. They probably are not part of the testing, you know, the game testing part of it all. If this leak would be real, then this person would just have access to the website or something like that. Well, I'm going to shatter some dreams here. I don't think that this is real. I think the image is already out there. And of course, the models are out there, so you can shape them however you like. They don't fit at all with these Smash Brothers renders. You know, the lighting with those Smash Brothers renders, they all have some sort of very slight kind of the rim lighting, but yeah, this doesn't really seem to have that at all. And also, I just think that this would be a little bit way out of left field for DLC characters. I don't think that something like this would fit in Super Smash Bros. Extremely well. Of course, I know a lot of you guys are big fans, so what I want you guys to do is send me a comment down below why you think a character from Five Nights at Freddy's should be perfect for Smash Bros. Ultimate, because I see you guys commenting and I kind of just want to know. I want to find out more. So let me know in the comments down below. As for this image, I don't really think that this is legit. Like, I think that this is a, pretty interestingly made thing, and also the fact that it's sent to me personally is of course something that makes me want to discuss it. But yeah, I don't think that this is real, but there is something very, very real, and that is what is being called the Giga Leak of today, and that is one of the biggest things that has ever happened. So breaking down this post that basically just posts all of the information, I'm not going to directly link to it in my comments or any situation like that, but there is information out there, and it says that this is a massive Nintendo leak. The biggest effing leak of all time just dropped. Full development repository for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. A full source code for several SNES games, including Star Fox 1 and 2, Link to the Past, F-Zero, and more. And there's prototypes for Super Mario World 2, and more stuff that hasn't even been found yet. And then, of course, a link, and then get in here, bros. Like, yeah, let's talk all about this. Well, I also found this. This is a breakdown of pretty much everything that was leaked today. These are like source codes for games, prototypes. So what has leaked in this Giga Leak? Well, a full development repository for Ensata official DS emulator, full development repository for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and then a full personal development repository by a Diamond and Pearl dev, then full development repository for Netcard, a cancelled GBA peripheral, a full development repository for Game Boy Advance BIOS, and then a full development repository for Game Boy Color boot ROMs, and then full master ROM database for Famicom and NES, including ROMs. Master ROM of maybe source code Super Mario RPG, the source code to the game Star Fox, the source code to Star Fox 2, source code to Link's Awakening DX, the source code to Wild Tracks, the source code to Yoshi's Island, the source code to Mario Kart, the source code to F-Zero, the source code to Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, the source code to Super Mario All-Stars, source code to the Wii Virtual Console Game Boy emulator, some weird prototype game, Super Mario Kart prototypes, the Wii Shop channel server-side source code, and then a wallpaper password maker source code, a random test program source code, and then mini tape backup. So a lot of crazy stuff is inside of this leak. Of course, I won't provide any direct links. This is all stuff that is out there now, but we don't really want to mess with that kind of stuff. But what is interesting here, and what is of note now, is that all of this stuff is seemingly getting leaked this past year. It does seem like some kind of treasure trove has been found with old Nintendo information, and well, this could be a bad thing and a good thing at the same time. I mean, we've seen, of course, the Super Mario 64 source code, and now people making beautiful adjustments to the game. Of course, Sega is one of those developers that really wants, players to mess with that, and they even, talk about them, which is crazy cool. Nintendo really isn't like that, so I'm very curious to see how this all develops. And of course, I'm also curious if you guys have any thoughts on that Five Nights at Freddy's leak, and then this Giga Leak of Nintendo. Do you have any specific thoughts on this? Well, let me know in the comments down below, because if you comment down below, that could actually be featured and read out loud in our next video. And today's comment question is, what do you make of that huge leak? And as for a previous comment question winner, our answer comes to us by our user, Sir Parker, saying, I've probably said this quite a bunch of times, but it's the perfect time now. The final evolutions for the starters will be Mii costumes. I find it near perfect that each starter fits with each Mii fighter. Rillaboom would be a Mii sword fighter because he carries a drumstick that would be used like a sword, plus he has some wind animations in his attacks, like the sword fighter. Cinderace would obviously be a brawler using his legs. Inteleon would be a gunner, as they both have a gun-like thing on their hand. Next, the most talked about Pokemon for Smash, Toxtricity is unlikely to be the rep only because he has two forms. One is faster than the other, therefore it just isn't a simple color change, meaning that he isn't going to be it. Urshifu also has a form difference. This time there's a type and move difference, which is much more complicated than Toxtricity, therefore that would also deconfirm him. Next, an extremely unlikely one, Dragapult. He's a Soto legendary, which we don't have in Smash. However, he doesn't have a Gigantamax form, which I think is what they would want to have in Pokemon. Well, Well, going down the line, there's other Pokemon that they could do, but if you ask me who the most likely Pokemon is, it would be Grimmsnarl. For one, he has a split haircut like Sakurai's. Second, the pattern of recent Pokemon we've been getting has a hidden trend to it. While Greninja is the water type and Incineroar is the fire type, they both have the dark type too. And who else does? Well, Grimmsnarl. Now, Zarude does have the type and is grass, but he doesn't have a Gigantamax form. Grimmsnarl has one though. Although the fire type in Grimmsnarl might not necessarily be new, he would bring in fairy type moves to the game. Jigglypuff originally didn't have the fairy type, but adding Grimmsnarl would, yes, bring in that type to the moves. His Gigantamax move is Max Snooze, which puts the targets to sleep on the next turn after a powerful attack. That would be perfect in Smash if you'd ask me. Anyways, I know I didn't cover all the new Pokemon, but I covered the most likely Pokemon in my opinion. Although not many people like to talk about Grimmsnarl in Smash, he is still a well talked about Pokemon in general in the new gen. Anyways, this is my definitive opinion. I think Inteleon would be funny to see if we get him, because yeah, he'd be the bond we never had. This was said by a person who chose Rillaboom as a starter, and wow, if people could understand, he is not fit for Smash at all. Well, Sir Parker, I wanted to highlight this comment because it really explains a lot about the Pokemon franchise and different characters that could be taking center stage. I personally think that there is a way that Sakurai can work with characters that you don't think have potential. I think especially if you look at an Urshifu or someone like that, yes, Sakurai could definitely make those stances work, maybe even, have two types of that character where, normally you would choose like either, a costume for a character, maybe there's two different stances, and maybe they just include both stances into one character and they have some explanation for it, right? Maybe that is ultimately possible with that character, just not at this moment. So yeah, I don't really know if I want to count that stuff out that simply like you are doing, but maybe, we'll have to see if Grimmsnarl actually shows up in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I would be very excited to see, because that would be a type that would be something very unique and very interesting. So thank you so much for sending in all your comments, guys. These are always so much fun to do. And of course, a huge shout out to our latest Patreon supporters. I get a big smile on my face every time I see a new patron join, and it's just so cool to have you guys all in our secret club together, and you guys are supporting blocked content like no other. So if you want to join too, go to patreon.com/blockedcontent. There's a bunch of incredible rewards there for you. And remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked Content family yet, hit subscribe now, smash that like button, and ring the bell for notifications, and all the news and fun you care about will be delivered on the daily to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner where there's always more Blocked Content. See ya!